What's good, y'all, and welcome to my review for season 3 of The Mandalorian. And overall, another banger season, man. Listen, I will say this right now. Was this better than season 2? No. I would say overall I like this more than season 1, but I would definitely still say season 2 is my favorite season of The Mandalorian so far, man. Which we'll talk more about the main reason why I feel that way in a bit. But overall, man, I fucking love this season. Another banger season. They've already, of course, announced season 4, and that's going to apparently be shooting sometime in October, apparently. So that's when it's going to be shooting. So yeah, Mandalorian season 4, we're already deep in the trenches with that one. Apparently there's going to be like a new movie that also got announced. It's going to be like the end game of the Mandoverse. Apparently, that was announced at Star Wars Celebration. So there's going to be a lot of Mandalorian content coming very soon. Of course, we also got the Ahsoka series as well, which you guys saw if you guys saw my show react to that, y'all know I popped off for that one, and I'm actually really excited for Ahsoka, bro. That one looks hot. Ahsoka looks hot, bro. But yeah, man. Overall, I love this season, man. It definitely did have some problems with the overall just plotting, but we'll get to that in a second. But either way, man, I fucking love this season, man. So without further ado, let's just jump right in. So yeah, the plot synopsis, at least according to like this synopsis I found off Google, Mando travels to Mandalore to redeem himself for his past transgression with adopted son Grogu, and being aided to their journey by fellow Mandalorian Bo-Katan. So first off, the cast is great as always. Pedro Pascal, amazing as Mando, man. He can basically do this shit in his sleep at this point, man. He was great. Carl Weathers, when we see him a couple times, he's great as well. Caddy Saxnuff, if I'm pronouncing her last name right, who plays Bo-Katan, she was great as well. Sasha actually makes a handful of appearances, which was nice to see her, man. I didn't think we were going to actually see Sasha in this season. I figured she was only going to be in season 2. So when she had a handful of appearances in season 3, bro, I popped up big for that one. You guys know I love Sasha, so it was nice to see her as well. And the rest of the cast overall was great as always, man. First thing and foremost, one thing I love about the show, and this was the one thing that I was the most excited about with Mandalorian season 3, and I even mentioned this, I'm pretty sure I even mentioned this in my first impressions of Mandalorian Season 3, was I love how this season focused more on the Mandalorians themselves, and we learn more about them as a people, their religion, and just more lore on the Mandalorians. Now, as I mentioned there, most of this, if not all of this, was probably already explained and shown off in other novels in the EU, or hell, maybe probably was already shown off in Legends, but you guys know me. But as I mentioned countless times, I don't read the books, I don't read the comics that much, man. My knowledge of Star Wars is limited to the movies and a handful of video games, bro. That is my expertise of Star Wars is limited to. So I've always loved The Mandalorian, so a season that was made to just focus on them, and we learn more about them, and we get more lore on them. Obviously, I was excited for it, and when we do get those parts, which is a good chunk of the season where we focus more on the Mandalorians, we see the tribe that Mando is a part of, man, see the different Mandalorians that are part of that, man, everything. It's great, man. I love whenever we explore the Mandalorians themselves. Always fascinating, because I always loved the Mandalorian style as a kid, so obviously learning more about them was always a plus. When we actually, this was also shown off the trailers a little bit. When, of course, Mando does go into Mandalore to, bathe in the waters and everything, that looked pretty cool as well. Seeing the actual planet of Mandalore was really cool, man. Another thing I gotta say real quick that I love is the music. The music in this season, especially the last episode, bro. The score in the last episode, especially when we get to the last 20 minutes or so during the major battle for that one, man. Oh my god, it is fantastic, man. I love the music there, man. The score for season 3 was phenomenal. Another thing I love, without getting too much into spoilers, because there's a lot of stuff I did love about the season that I can't really discuss until we get into the spoilers discussion. The overall progression of Grogu and Mando's relationship, man. I've loved these two, man. They've been kind of like the heart and soul of this series since the beginning, man. And oh my god, what happens with Mando and Grogu throughout this season, man, especially in the last episode, bro. Bro. But yeah, but one thing I will say so far that I have been loving is just what they've been doing with Grogu. We kind of saw this in the trailer, but we've seen him becoming more Force sensitive, or him using the Force more. The dude starts doing all the fucking flips that Yoda did. Honestly, I don't even know how they filmed half this shit. I don't know if it's CGI. They just have the Grogu animatronic about wires and doing this. However they do it, man, it always looks pretty fucking awesome. I see Grogu flipping around, man, and using the Force on fools, bro, which we did see in the trailers a little bit. That shit's been fucking hype. And also another thing I'd say is the overall new creatures creature designs we get in this season, man, the new ones we do see, man, are really fucking cool. Like, there's this one dude, in, I think it's episode 2, maybe episode 3, when Mando is captured, when they get on, when I believe they actually get to Mandalore. I might be misremembering something, but it was early on in the season. We did see, but you guys know if it was in the trails when we saw Grogu kind of like yeet a guy with like a force push in outside the cave. That whole scene. We see this one dude, this one creature in there, man. Oh my god. Bro, he looked amazing, man. There's some other creatures out this season that we also see as well that made appearances that also look really cool. But yeah, shout out to the production team they had over there, with the makeups artists and everyone working on these new monster design, man. Shout out to them, man. They did a phenomenal job. And I think that's everything I can think of about the show that I wanted to say that I liked with that without getting into major spoilers. So one thing I will say that was a negative with this show, definitely is kind of with the overall story and how the show doesn't really progress that much. Like, there isn't much progression in the show. Like, there's obviously the episode, like, obviously the main general overarching story of the season is the Mandalorians reclaiming Mandalore, and Mando like redeeming himself, going to living waters to redeem himself and all that shit. But there's a lot of like meandering about where you feel like you watch whole episodes and it feels like the plot hasn't really advanced all that much. Like, there doesn't feel like a continuous forwarding in the plot. Like, we're not getting closer and closer to the goal. Like, there are episodes where it does kind of feel kind of meandering, like the show is just like almost feel like filler episodes kind of thing. Now, I didn't necessarily mind, like, almost all the episodes I loved anyway, so, but that's definitely the one thing that probably everyone else, and you guys can see, because like Mandalorian Season 3 is like, I had like a huge drop off in viewers compared to Season 2, probably for this reason, how the show just kind of meanders. But yeah, there isn't much of a general progression between each episode. It does feel like the show meanders for a while of it. There are definitely times where it does feel like you are getting progression, but it feels like almost like maybe like half of the 8 episodes feel like they're just filler or just meander, where they're not really progressing the plot all that much. I mean, the episodes themselves were still fantastic, but you could definitely do kind of notice it where you feel like or it doesn't feel like the show isn't really going anywhere, man. But yeah, there's one other thing that I was kind of a little iffy on, but that's kind of more spoiler-ish territory. But yeah, that's about the only thing that's about the main issue I had with the season, was just kind of like how there wasn't a lot of progression going on with the season, which hopefully that will get fixed in Season 4. We're back to like Season 1, Season 2, where actually each episode actually, progresses the plot, and we're not just meandering about for a good chunk of the season. But yeah, man, overall, my final verdict, and I'm probably going to get shit for this, but fuck it, it's my review, is a 10! Out of fucking 10, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, now we will get into the spoiler discussion. So for all you guys that don't want to get spoiled, leave now. And yeah, for everyone else, let's just jump right in. So first off and foremost, Grogu now has become an apprentice of the Mandalorians, and Mando himself has officially adopted Grogu, man. Bro, when we got to that episode, bro, that part of the episode, the final episode, bro, man, I was like, hell yeah, bro, they now family, he really is, man. I was like, yeah, bro, now they're officially family and everything, man. Like, I've been loving Grogu and Mando's relationship, man, and the fact that Mando finally, like, fully, like, it's now basically official that, yeah, he is, man, that Mando is his father, like, and he's adopted Grogu, and he's now going to become one of the Mandalorians, bro. That was awesome, bro. So as we know, Bo-Katan eventually gets the Darksaber because he was the one, because he lost the Darksaber in, like I said, the second or third episode whenever he was captured on Mandalore, and Bo-Katan saved him and everything, and she grabbed the Darksaber, so she is now the official. So now she has the Darksaber. Although I forget the dude's name, forget his name, but he's played by slipping on the dude's name. I'm literally slipping on the dude's name. I don't know. Moff Gideon. By Giancarlo Esposito. I'm probably butchering his name, but he smashed. But first off, I gotta say, gotta jump in a little place. But I want to talk about him. But I want to talk about Moff Gideon real quick. First of all, I fucking love his new suit of armor he's got going on. This more Mandalorian-inspired Dark Trooper outfit. It looks amazing, man. I love the design, the new stormtroopers that he had backing him up as well. Those look fucking cool as well. But yeah, he ends up breaking smashing up the Darksaber, man. So I guess now the Darksaber is gone. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it'll get repaired and it'll be back in business for Season 4. But it seems like this is the end of the Darksaber, which is kind of surprising because I didn't think that we would this Darksaber would get smashed up, bro. I thought this was gonna be something continuous thing that will continue on throughout Star Wars, man. I didn't think they'd destroy it, but yeah, Moff Gideon destroys the Darksaber. That was pretty shocking to see, man. But But back to what I was saying about her having the about Bo-Katan having the dark saber. First of all, I love the shots where she's actually using the dark saber and holding it like the last episode, bro. No lie, a lot of those shots go hard, man. I was like, God damn, she looked good with that dark saber, man. It looked amazing, man. But one thing I will say that I kind of had like a slight issue with, or I don't know, not as an issue, but kind of questioning in that I thought was kind of weird, is that you guys know that this was up the thing with season 2 where she was like kind of like, fuck the Mandalorians, fuck the religion and all that shit. It's all bullshit and all that, about not having, and she always took off her helmet and everything. She wasn't really one that, that took the way. She wasn't on the trail of the way and all that shit. But here, after she kind of like indirectly bathes in the waters and she is kind of like been redeemed because she saved Mando from in the living waters when he was getting captured by, I guess, the Mandalorian beast thing that's underwater, man. Did anyone else find it was kind of weird how she kind of like had like her power styles had like a 180 where instead of her kind of be like fuck the Mandalorians and the religion and everything, I'm not really a part of that too, where now she's kind of hesitant just to take off her helmet again, which did anyone else find that kind of a little bizarre, that whole like the whole character switch she had around like the midpoint of the season? I don't know if anyone felt that way, but that was kind of one thing that I thought was a little off, is how she was one way in season 2, but then as soon as she bathes in the waters and she's been redeemed, she's now hesitant just to take off her helmet. I don't know. Did anyone else think that was bizarre? Maybe it was just me, but yeah. Either way, she looked amazing with the dark saber, man. In the last episode, man, that looked fucking amazing. So, one thing I also want to talk about is that we get introduced these new characters, man. These Imperial characters that we got introduced in, like, what was it, like episode 5, I think it was? That episode was really fucking good as we kind of see, like, these Imperial guys are trying to assimilate into the New Republic and everything. That episode was really nice. One thing I thought was kind of odd, and I kind of wish was we got some sort of payoff on what happened, because the episode ends after one of his former comrades, this woman that was also, I guess, alongside him in the Empire, kind of like brings him over to like this fallen Star Destroyer to like get him into the lab to continue on his research, where I think it was like on cloning or something. And, it's all ends up being, as I said, where she's, like, working for, like, the New Republic, and then they end up, like, brainwashing the dude, or wiping his memories to, I guess, make him more, to make him more willing to, bend to the New Republic's will, or what you have you, where then she, like, jacks up the dial all the way, and then we never know what happened to them, and then we see the woman in the second to last episode when she makes their appearance just to tell Moff Gideon, like, hey, the Mandalorians are all working together again now, I do kind of wish we got some sort of payoff on that, like, what happened to the dude? Is he dead? Has his memory been completely wiped? What happened? I don't know if they're saving that for maybe season 4, maybe this is going to be something we see in Ahsoka, or maybe this is something for something else entirely in Star Wars. I don't know, but I wish we kind of got some more explanation what happened to those characters, man, and we kind of got like a fall with them, because I did really like that episode. That was probably one of my favorite episodes of season 3, man, and I kind of wish we got some sort of payoff on like what happened with those characters. But who knows? We might end up figuring out more about this during season 4. That's when we might see that as well, man. So yeah, that was a really nice episode, but I kind of wish we got some more info on that one. Another one that I actually kind of also really loved was the episode where they go off to like this random planet to like recruit the other rest of Bo-Katan's crew that kind of like went their own to get the rest of her crew to join them on like this planet. And this is when we had like Jack Black and Doc Brown in the episode, both having like cameos that were both major supporting characters in this episode. And like, bro, no, like you could say this is just cheap cameos for the sake of cameos, bro, and you're probably right, but bro, I was grinning from ear to ear to see Jack Black again and Doc Brown. Then the fact that I got to see Doc Brown and Jack Black actually like conversing with one another and actually interacting around the end of the episode was revealed that he's the one behind all the droids malfunctioning, man. No lie, bro, I had the biggest smile on my face because, I love Jack Black movies. I love Back to the Future, man, so to see these two goats going at it, bro, that was fucking cool, man. That was fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That was hype. And then, of course, you had, like, Grogu actually helping Lizzo, or whatever the fuck that woman's name is. I know she's like some popular singer or something. With this game, the sport this like game she's playing with the rest of her like crone, with like the rest of the other like rich elite that were with her, man. That was pretty fun as well. But one thing that was nice to see with that one, it was just seeing the battle droids again, bro. It was nice because you guys know me. I grew up with the prequels, man. So anything that's prequel related, obviously I'm gonna pop off for. So when we actually saw the battle droids making a return, that was pretty cool to see. I do wish we actually got to see him say, Roger, Roger. I was like, come on, say the thing. He doesn't say the thing, man, but it was still cool to see him anyway, man. And yo, Mando, Mando, dude, that man needs to chill, bro. Like, we know the man don't like droids, but bro, man needs to cool it with the sauce, bro. He was putting too much sauce on when he was interrogating that one droid inside the bar, where he's like that one poor droid in the bar where he just like grabs like this taser pen or something and starts like, if you don't tell me, I'm going to like tase your insides or something, bro. I was like, bro, chill it with the sauce, dude. You're putting on too much sauce. So that was funny. But one of the best parts of this season was the one episode where we kind of get like a full background, a full episode, or not full episode, but we kind of see the full story behind what happened with Grogu. Because we know Grogu was during Order 66. We saw a little bit of that in season 2, I believe. But in season 3, as she's like building up, but season 3 we kind of get to see the full thing, which that was pretty cool to see. Because you guys know I love the prequels, so anytime we get new prequel stuff, I'm always happy for that, man. That was probably one of my favorite parts of the season, honestly, man, was that one section. And then we see the one Jedi that ends up rescuing Grogu, getting him off Coruscant, to keep him away from the clones. And I didn't know this at first when I was watching the episode. I found this out afterwards when I checked Twitter. Is that the actor that played the Jedi that got Grogu to safety was actually the same actor that played Jar Jar Binks. And apparently he played that same Jedi in Attack of the Clones. He was like one of the background characters, which I didn't know about. So yeah, that was pretty cool to find out that he's the actor for Jar Jar's playing a Jedi, man. I didn't know that, but seeing that was actually pretty cool, man. So I was kind of shocked when I found that out, man. And that whole section of the episode was fantastic as well, man. Also, one thing I gotta say is that I love the way that the ending of the season was shot during like the last episode when Grogu is now has now become an apprentice of Mando, and he's called Din Grogu, man. Oh, I love that name, Din Grogu. Such a badass name. I love the way that was shot. The lighting in that place was insane, bro. It looked absolutely incredible, man. I love the lighting up there. Trying to think if there's anything else that I want to mention from this season I want to talk about that was spoilers. Grogu actually IG returning in this one. He was finally rebuilt, and then Grogu actually like pilots it. That was pretty cool, man. No lie. In the episode where he gets into the thing, which he barely fits in the damn droid anyway, and he starts controlling and just starts hitting a button for like yes, like fucking Prime, yes, movement, Daniel Bryan, no. That was pretty funny, man. No lie, man. No lie. And the whole final episode in itself, man, was insane, bro. The choreography was insane. Love the CGI as the Mandalorians are going up against Moff Gideon's crew, man. Looked amazing, man. The choreography, especially for Mando, as he's fighting the Imperial Guards and everything, man, looked insane, bro. Looked great, man. And of course, like I mentioned before, you had Grogu like doing his fucking flips and shit, and then having a force field around Bo-Katan and Mando as the Mandalorian ship crash down onto it to destroy the base, man. That whole scene, bro. Like I said, the music there, bro. Oh my god, the music there. Oh. But yeah, I think that's about everything I wanted to discuss with Mandalorian Season 3. There wasn't a post-credit scene setting up Season 4 at all, which I'm pretty sure Season 2 had that, I think. I could be wrong on that one, but I'm pretty sure either Season 1 or Season 2 did have like a post-credit scene setting up the next season. I might be completely wrong on that one. I might just be misremembering. It's just my Marvel brain kind of like infusing it with Star Wars and getting shit confused. But, yeah, man, that's about everything I want to talk about for Mandalorian Season 3. As always, leave your thoughts below in the comments you guys thought of the season. And, yeah, see you guys in August, I guess, for Ahsoka, which, like I mentioned before the start of the review, man, Ahsoka looks like it's going to be pretty insane, bro. You got fucking Grand Admiral Thrawn making an appearance, some new Siths and everything, bro. I'm pretty excited for Ahsoka. But, yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on my social if you feel like it. Links down description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.